Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Artorias here, and I just thought I would give you guys a quick update on the progress of the Dinotopia map. I know it's been a while since I've posted everything. Well, anything, actually. If you've been a member of my Discord group, then obviously you've seen some pictures and stuff like that I've posted. But besides that, you really haven't seen really anything. So let's take a look real quick and look at this. I don't know why my audio is messing up here. There we go, much better. Sorry about that. So let's take this hold screen off so you guys can see what's going on. So here's my progress kind of so far. So we've decided that instead of putting all of the map on one level, I've decided to actually cut it up into fours. So this dark line that you're actually seeing right here is actually the two different levels touching. So that's why it looks more than what it is. Honestly, I just started focusing on this upper level here, but to finish the rest of the outer continent, I had to add a few grid squares to the bottom. So actually we're actually right here. So let's get down here and look at it. As stated before, this is a heavy work in progress, so that just means that pretty much anything and everything can change. So just because it's not there or it is there doesn't mean that it's going to be there later on or it's not going to be there. I have put some static meshes on the map. You guys won't see them yet, just because I wanted to kind of just save those for a little bit later. There's no trees or anything on here yet, so like I said, we're just still working on cutting all of this out. So this will be the outer continent. We will have a cave entrance right here. That'll be the cave called the Wonderland Caverns. So that'll be where you'll be getting your first kind of set of cave resources and cave spawn and stuff like that. So as I did with the other Dinotopia maps I've been working on, I've included a road system. Luckily, this road system actually follows the road system that is on the actual map that I received from James Gurney when I was talking to him. I had some questions and stuff. He actually sent me a map. So taking all that from him, like I said, this is still really rough cut. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of areas where they just need more touching up. So, but that's the outer continents. Of course, we got some islands out here. Get some textures on them, hopefully here in the next couple days. We've got these ones kind of done. So we'll put some redwoods over here. Some other trees and stuff. This is actually one of the unique style islands. So this one is designed that you're only going to be able to get up through this area right here. So the rest of it's actually got a cliff around it, so just needs some extra work on that. And now we're getting over to the actual main continent side. So this is, we're looking right here in this area right now. So what I've decided to do was, I was trying to figure out how to get it from this grasslands area over here to then getting it to a desert. So I was just looking at stuff and kind of deciding on how I was wanting to do this, and I was like, you know what, let's throw in like an African savanna. So this is going to be our African savanna area. Needs to be smoothed out a little bit more, but we're gonna have a lot of tiger grass in here, so that's your higher grass, gonna be about hip height, if not a little bit taller. A few trees and stuff like that, but the majority of this thing is just going to be plains, kind of stuff like that. So this will actually go all the way up to about this point here, and then actually over here in this area we're actually going to go straight from forest and plains area into desert. So we're going to go up here to the north. This is, I need to add a mountain range to go right this way here. Mostly be foresty, probably some heavy forest and stuff like that. And then this whole peninsula here will be redwoods. Whole entire area. Hence the box right here is actually the redwoods biome box. So getting that all taken care of. And then this place will have a mountain range that'll run down it. And then the P+F is just plains with occasional forest. So you're probably curious as to what all of this is, because it looks like a mess. Well, it is a mess. This is actually the beginning of the Forbidden Mountains. So all this is just kind of gives me a line to go, hey, mountains are starting, like the middle points of these mountains are starting here. This is where I want to put the path for these mountains in. And so then it's just to the point where, okay, I've got a height map here. Lets me know this is how high I can go. Does not look very high, but when you realize your character is about that tall, it's pretty big. So this will just kind of give me an idea of, hey, this is the kind of path I want things to work. I got a little river there. So this will flow all the way down here. And then, of course, we've got the desert going back into grasslands, then leading up to the footprints in the mountains. This actually area over here on this side of the map will actually be below sea level. So it'll actually make the mountains seem even a little bit taller. So now the icing on the cake is the desert area, which is about 33% of the map of Dinotopia. Most of these areas right here are just kind of telling me, hey, I'm going to put some rocks here, I'm going to put some stuff here. Also so that the map isn't just a flat area. Need to get that clutter layer fixed, because that is definitely not what we want in a desert. So with the Great Desert, it also, you know, had its own challenges when it comes to the canyon. This wonderful thing right here, you know, that's obviously below sea level, or this is really high up there, but I'm not seeing very much in the way of altitude lines. So I'm going to assume that this is a, you know, generally the same area as before. So with that, I'm going to I was like, man, how am I going to do this? You know, especially when you have a water plane that extends all the way across the map. So I actually move the water plane all the way over. So the water plane only comes over to about right here. So everything else underneath here, it has no water plane underneath it, obviously. So this will allow me to put the canyon actually almost at the bottom of where I can actually go. So it's going to give you a lot of height. And then once I get working with the flow maps, the whole entire area is actually going to flow from north to south, which means that the runoffs we're going to have from the mountain area is going to flow down, and then there'll be waterfalls there. There'll be a waterfall over here. There'll be a waterfall back there. Now, granted, this is an extremely rough cut of the canyon and stuff like that. I want a lot of ledges. I want runoffs. I want all these kind of things that so you guys have plenty of areas to build over here. So, like I said, this is just kind of a rough cut, kind of give me an idea of, hey, this is the area I'm working in. So this will flow down to the portal, which will be, once we get started on the world beneath, this will actually be the first area into the world beneath, will be in the portal, which will be down here, which actually supplies a lot of the water that's actually in the world beneath will actually come through the portal. So we'll get that going. Got a kind of a mountainous, cliffy area there, and that's really about it what we're looking at. I got an oasis over here. This will be a little valley kind of area. I think that's pretty much it I'm covering so far. The oceans are, for the most part, minus putting in rocks and stuff like that, are pretty set on texture. Let's go up here and look at the north one. A second here to turn the So I've also done with the water, I've done custom underneath, so it's not as dark as what you would normally have in the island. It's a little bit darker, it's a little bit clearer, not by much, or I'm sorry, a little bit lighter, not as dark, and a little bit clearer. So, maybe just 1 second over here. Turn these off so you can see what we're looking at here. So this is kind of just a rough look at the water area, so that'll look really good. So that looks decent. So don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Shoot me a couple things there in the chat or whatever. Hey, this is what you'd like to see. I will do my best to give you guys whatever I can, as well as just trying to keep it as lore friendly as possible. So with this, I'm also working on a couple mods on the side. One of them will be a sunstone mod that will be a replacement for the generator. So look for videos to that to come as soon as I kind of get this area here done before I jump onto the next one. So, well, I appreciate the view, and I will see you guys later. This is Notorious, out.